We will not be down. So we anticipate that we'll pick up a few votes over and above the day that the results were given the day after election. So we haven't even thought about it, but again, it'll be up to Senator Dillard.
It looked like in Cook and DuPage, the most updated numbers today, that he had gained 120 based on whatever numbers they had 10 minutes ago. Do you think that would stand, or are you going to pick up? Well,
this is going to flow just like Election Day. I mean, the numbers for the last 2 weeks have flown just like Election Day. So the number of provincials and absentee ballots have flowed identical geographically in terms of the percentage of votes to the same they were Election Day as best we could tell, and the results are flowing the same percentage. So in counties where he was strong, he's going to have a net gain. In counties where I was strong, we're going to have a net gain. They're all being reported. They're all coming in pretty much in exactly that direction. So we're confident that the margin holds.
There aren't 1,000 votes out there somewhere that he's going to somehow.
No, and there weren't. The total of absentee and provisional ballots were much less than what some reported, and we knew they were because 80% of the provisional ballots are thrown out. Obviously, the Democrat ballots aren't counted, so it came down to a real manageable number, and we're confident that our margin of victory will hold.
Should he concede at this point?
It's entirely up to him. We want to be respectful of him in this policy. In a statewide election, 420 votes, I think I certainly can understand wanting to see every ballot counted, and certainly respectful. And after the votes are counted, he'll have to make a decision on what he thinks is appropriate. But he's a friend and colleague. We want to be respectful of he and his supporters' desire to see this come to a conclusion, and that's the way we're going to carry ourselves.
When do you expect to have a final answer? When will you be confident to say that you are the nominee?
Well, I think we'll watch as every vote's counted and certified. We're monitoring that, and we anticipate that our 400-plus vote margin will hold. And our experts have told us that you can rest assured that that will hold in the era of electronic balloting. It's not Chad ballot voting anymore. It's different. But again, we'll evaluate the results as they come in and make our decisions. But we're confident, based on what our experts and what our field team and what our supporters are telling us, that this margin of victory will hold.
I guess there's maybe a rumor that some of the votes or some of the ballots have been counted. Now it's like your lead has lessened to 300. Is that true, or what do you think?
Well, it well could be, but what happens is all the northern Illinois ballots have been counted, northeast corner, where Senator Dillard prevailed over me. In the 78 counties that I prevailed have not been counted yet. So our experts tell us this is going to flow in just like election night, just like election results, and that the odds are that everything will hold and our margin of victory will hold.
So does this feel like Election Day all over again in terms of the stress, the waiting, the watching?
Well, it's a little better than that because we've monitored and we do know where the uncounted ballots are. We know what the percentages are, and our experts have taken the uncounted ballots, taken them by the percentage of turnout for Senator Dillard and myself, and we're comfortable that, as history proves, those percentages will hold and we'll do it. So I'd say I'm a little more confident today than I was Election Day.
Can you talk about, since as the presumptive and who knows, we're clearly all watching nominee, what changes has your campaign made in terms of staff or approach so far? I mean, early on.
We've had to move tentatively forward in what we do. We have to presume that we're the nominee, and we have to be in a position to take immediate action. And we're doing that, as I'm sure Senator Dillard might be doing. And so we need to be prepared. I've been through this before. As Kurt knows, my first election that he covered, I won by a whopping 8 votes. And in that case, I had a Democratic challenger as well. So what you do is you have to be respectful of the other opponent in this race, work through that process. But in the meantime, you can't sit back and just wait. You have to position yourself. You have to talk to people and be in a position to where you can hit the ground running and actually make some contacts that move the campaign forward.